They say success is a journey, not a destination. But what if, when you arrive, you feel like you don't deserve to be there? Like someone's going to find out that you're not good enough, not smart enough, not deserving enough. That's the voice of imposter syndrome, and it's louder than any praise, any achievement, any recognition. We all have moments of doubt, but imposter syndrome is different. It's that sinking feeling in your chest that no matter how hard you work, how much you accomplish, it's only a matter of time before people realize you're not as capable as they think. You might be standing at the top of your field, but deep down, you feel like a fraud. Here's the thing. Imposter syndrome doesn't discriminate. It doesn't care if you're a CEO, a student, an artist, or a professional. It whispers in your ear, telling you that your success is just luck, that your achievements are temporary, and that everyone else around you is more deserving. But what if I told you that the very fact you're feeling this way means you're more capable than you realize? Think about it. People who doubt themselves are often the ones who work the hardest. They push themselves to achieve more because they fear they're not enough. The irony is, while you're questioning your worth, you're proving just how worthy you are. Imposter syndrome thrives in silence. The more you keep these feelings to yourself, the more they grow. It makes you feel isolated, like you're the only one struggling with these thoughts. But here's the truth. You're not alone. Some of the most successful people in the world, people you admire, have battled with imposter syndrome. The difference? They didn't let it stop them. In fact, those who feel like frauds are often the ones achieving the most. Why? Because they're constantly striving to prove themselves wrong, to push through the doubt, to excel beyond their own expectations. It's in that struggle where the greatest growth happens. Imposter syndrome isn't a sign that you're not good enough. It's a sign that you care enough to want to be better. But how do you break free from it? The first step is recognizing that your feelings don't reflect reality. Imposter syndrome distorts your perception of yourself. You focus on your weaknesses, on every mistake, while completely ignoring your strengths, your talents, and your achievements. It's like wearing blinders. You're only seeing part of the picture. You have to remind yourself that you've earned your place. You didn't get lucky. You didn't just stumble into success. You worked for it. You sacrificed for it. And if others see your value, it's time you start seeing it too. One way to combat imposter syndrome is to keep track of your wins. Write down your accomplishments no matter how small they seem. Look back at them when the doubt creeps in. It's easy to forget how far you've come when you're always looking ahead, but taking a moment to reflect on your journey can help you see the bigger picture. Another thing? Stop comparing yourself to others. The more you compare, the more you feed the feeling that you're not enough. Everyone's journey is different, and the only person you should be measuring yourself against is the person you were yesterday. And finally, talk about it. Open up to people you trust about how you're feeling. You'll be surprised how many people can relate to your experience. Sometimes just hearing someone else say, "I've felt that way too," can make all the difference. So, the next time you find yourself doubting your success, feeling like you're not deserving, remember this: you are exactly where you're supposed to be. You've earned your place. You've worked hard for it. Imposter syndrome is just fear in disguise, and you don't have to listen to it. You're not a fraud. You're not an imposter. You're enough, just as you are. Because if there's one thing I know for sure, it's this. The people who feel like they don't belong, they're usually the ones who've worked the hardest to get there.